Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. Chelsea nil. Oh, sorry, shall I say it again? Everton nil. Chelsea nil. But not sorry. Everton won. Chelsea nil. That's like Everton nil, Chelsea nil. My mind's everywhere, man. I'm done today. Done at it. Everton won. Chelsea nil. We are here to do everything that I always do, which means go and get yourself some food, get yourself popcorn, get yourself crisps, get yourself whatever. If you're eating your dinner, a drink, it's bank holiday weekend. It's bank holiday weekend. No work tomorrow. We've got lots to talk about. We've got so much to talk about today. Because again, and I'm going to keep stressing it, again, we were let down by our football club. And we need to talk why and understand why. But before we move forward, you know what time it is? Let's cue that intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. And you may not be able to see me. Actually, I'll let you see me. There I am. Right in the bottom corner, to your left. There I am. How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to GNA TV. Today, we are going to be talking about that performance against Everton. I'm going to give you my thoughts and feelings. I'm going to give you my immediate reaction to this game. We're going to do them player ratings that I am fed up of doing recently because all I seem to do is moan. All I seem to do is moan, but we've got to talk about it. We've got to talk about it. There's so much to talk about, so much to delve into, so much to analyze, so much to try and understand in regards to this performance again from our football club. Yes, you can see a logo in front of you. Charity Football Club. Charity FC. Chelsea Football Club Charity FC. That is what we are. It doesn't matter who it is or what it is. If you need to be revitalized, if you need that extra motive in life, if you're the underdog coming up against your nemesis and you need that one game, that one-off final game against someone to win, just come to Chelsea. Play us on a weekly basis. Because, trust me, if you're in need of points, we're always here to share the love. Charity FC, Chelsea Football Club. That is what we're called from now on. We will be called Charity FC until we sort out this fucking football club. And when I say this football club, I'm talking about the players, the owners, everything. This is what we are. Now, before I get into it, I want to talk to people in the chat. See what people are saying. Gavman, big up to you, my guy. Hope you're well. Big up to Top Bins in the house as well. Jim, can you start the stream a bit earlier? The Samaritans have blocked me. Ah, shit. Sorry, bro. Sorry, yeah, I've started. Big up to Hiking with Martin, M3. Sosa is not having it. Kai, LFC's in the house. We had one job, you're right. CFC Stephen, Charlie. M3, Sean. Don't. We're going to get into the players. Trust me. Just make sure you just staying tuned in. We are going to get into the players and we're going to, trust me, the panel will come in. We will allow the panel to come in and have their say, but we need to talk about this. Gary's in the house. We look so shy of ideas, fitness, you name it. We were short of it. Gary, we weren't just short with ideas and fitness, mate. We were short with the whole mentality element of it. We were short with the hunger. We were short with a number of things. We actually looked like we were playing pre-season today. We looked like we just came back from 2 months of just eating and being on holiday. And that is the biggest question for me. Why do these guys, or why are we playing like we are on holiday? Can someone explain to me in the chat? Why are we playing like we're on holiday? Why are we comfortable in third? Have we been solidified it? What is it? What is it? What are we doing right now? Big up to Daft. RD's in the house. The Joker, the Shed End, Untaker CFC. Yeah, Couch Critic. Oh my God, everyone's in here, man. D Stretch, big up to you. Joker, Gem, I'm tired, Gem. Are we even going to get top 4? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it all. But I need some answers because I can't work it out myself. Why do we play like we're on holiday? Why are we playing like there's nothing to play for? Can someone answer that question? Because I don't get it. We are now 3 points away from Arsenal. They're talking about Tottenham and Arsenal fighting out for top 4. Throw Chelsea in that mix soon. Now, I know we've still got to lose another 2 games. Don't get me wrong. But we still need 7 points. We need 7 points. All right. You know what? Charity FC. I'll tell you, actually, I'll leave Charity FC there because that's what the show's about today. That is how I feel right now. That's what I think of my football club. Useless pieces of crap. Chelsea versus Wolves at home. We know how great our fixtures are at home. Leeds versus Chelsea away. A game that we should win. Probably end up doing something stupid. And then we've got the final. And then we've got Leicester at home. And we've got Watford at home. So out of 3, 6, 12 points, we need to win at least 2 of them and draw 1. That is the minimum. Now, is it a certainty in the way that we're playing at the moment? I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows it a certainty in the way that we're playing at the moment? We've got Wolves at home, Leeds away, Leicester at home, and Watford at home. Now, if you said to me, Jem, are you confident in us winning any of these games? I want to turn around and say no to you because the last couple of games, Manchester United, we sat here, we spoke about how many chances we made and how many chances we fucked up on. Today was the complete opposite. Today was the complete opposite. Today, we had no shots on target at the end of the first half. We are so unbalanced, it's unbelievable. We either do what we did against Man United, which is create loads and do loads, this, that, and the other, or we do the complete opposite, which is do fuck all. We are so unbalanced, it's unbelievable. But I can't get out my head, and I don't understand why we're playing like we're on holiday. Why we're playing in this slow gear. Why are we so predictable? Enough of that charity FC stuff. Actually, 2 seconds. Could I even do that? Could I even do that to myself? Oh, yeah, I can. Let me do it here as well. There we go. That's better. So if I can't see it visually, I'll pull it on the bottom because that's what we are. Charity FC. Charity FC. Why are we playing the way we are? Can someone explain it to me? Because I'm just going to be brutally plain honest as to why I feel like we're playing the way we are. And it's getting to the point to me that I believe that some of these players that are playing in this team at the moment do not give 2 fucks. Like, generally, because it's the only... I'm only basing it on what I see on the pitch. And what I'm seeing on the pitch is a team that's got no bottle, no winning mentality right now, no hunger, no nothing. I looked at that lineup when it came out and I thought to myself, not a bad team. Can't go wrong with that. Good lineup. Good lineup. No excuses. Go out there, do a job. What's Tuchel trying to do? He's trying to build chemistry. He's trying to play the same players, even though some players may have not been playing well, i.e. Kai Havertz, etc., etc. He's trying to build up that chemistry. So what does he do? This is Thomas Tuchel. He decides to trust these players again. He goes, right, go on, guys. You didn't have a great game against Man United, but I want to back you because I was happy with your performance. You gave it your all. All right, we didn't score, but we created a lot. Same performance, please. So they walk out there. Yeah. They walk out there in their yellow kits, as their so-called lucky yellow kits. And then they give a first half that is so predictable in the way that we've played this season. Like, it's we not only are we charity FC, we've become predictable FC. Predictable. Like, if I'm any team in the Premier League, I would not be scared playing against this Chelsea team, because you know what you just need to do. They don't really change much. They don't do anything different. You just know we're going to get the ball and we're going to go side, 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 side. Sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways. And that's what we do. And what did we do in that first half today? We get the ball. We started moving it very slow. We were going sideways. We were going backwards. We wasn't giving the ball quick enough. The forward line, again, taking too many touches, looking at their feet, weren't making runs into the spaces. Even when they did make runs into the spaces, they wasn't being found, because we wanted to do the obvious pass sideways. When we get the ball to the side, we go back. And we go for the back. We go right. And then, we look up. Oh, Havertz is running. Is he running? Nah, we'll give it to Jorginho. Yeah, and then we get to Jorginho, and Jorginho starts running. Yeah. And he gives it to Loftus-Cheek. And then Loftus-Cheek looks in front of him, does a lovely drive. And don't get me wrong, Loftus-Cheek in the first half, 2 very good runs. Very, very good runs where he split the midfield and he got into the space. And then you saw the runs in front of him, right and left. Now, there is no tactical analysis today, again, because what is there to break down? What am I going to show you? Drink my tea, guys. Sorry. What is there to break down and show you guys? I'm just going to explain it short and quickly. And then we're going to talk about the players, because I'm fed up of talking about tactics. Tactics leads to our manager. Our tactics are not really changing. What the issue is at the moment is the players that he's picking to play in this system are just not doing what they should be doing in any energy. And in this 3 at the back system, I keep saying it to people, you've got to have energy. You don't have energy, you end up playing like we do. And this is the problem. We have too many inconsistent pricks in our team that just don't look interested. And then you look at your bench, and you see Lukaku. With his coat on, sitting there. Tuchel's not even thinking twice about bringing him on, right? He goes and throws in Ziyech and Pulisic, some of these people in the chat, sitting there saying, drop Havertz! Drop him! We don't need him! We need to play Ziyech and Pulisic. We get the same poo. I keep telling you guys that it's not about him being better than him or him being better than him. They're all inconsistent. They're all not playing to the level that they should be playing. We have no impact from the bench. No one that comes on and has that Eden Hazard way about him. Goes, right, do you know what? You guys want to play shit? Give me the fucking ball. I'll take the ball and I'll take people on and try and make things happen. We haven't got that. We have a weak mentality when we go behind. Yeah. We don't have no Liverpool or Man City go behind. They don't play like that. They don't play like that. We play like that. And I'm fed up of pointing fingers at Thomas Tuchel. It's more than just the manager now. I can't just keep going. He's making too many late substitutions, or whatever. Like they're literally throwing him under the bus, and they're playing like they've already got third. I think someone needs to go in there and sit down with them and show them the league, and show them the points. Because unless someone in that group has told them we're through, because that's the way they're playing at the moment. They play like we're through because it looks like it. I think they need to be woken up. I don't know why they're playing in such a cool, not an issue way. That's why they play. They play like gear 1. They struggle to even get into gear 2. We didn't create diddly squat that first half against Everton. We made Jordan Pickford look like world class again. And this is why I keep saying charity FC. We made Jordan Pickford look world class. This guy's dropping stinkers everywhere. This Everton team has been dropping stinkers everywhere. But not when you come against Chelsea, because if you play against Chelsea, you know, we'll look after you. We'll look after you. He brought Mateo Kovacic on in the second half. Right? Cool. But guess what? The two most predictable things about predictable FC, which is what we are, not just charity FC, predictable FC. It's what else I call us. The two most predictable things. I knew it. I was even saying it before it happened. The two big things. One, I know that for the first 45 minutes, we ain't moving that ball any quick. We're going to play at our own slow tempo, and then we're going to try and break teams down and hope that they come out a bit, so there's a little bit of space, and we can just play it if one of our players actually open their eyes and see that pass. But if they don't, which they're 9 times out of 10 they don't, they're just going to go sideways, backwards. And the second thing, what we've seen against Arsenal, what we've seen against Real Madrid, on both legs, when Chelsea Football Club, Charity FC, Unpredictable FC lose games, it is usually because of our own doing, our own lack of concentration in games. And again, one player makes one big mistake on the ball and we have no bottle or no response to it. Our heads drop. And it was our captain, Azpilicueta. And we're going to talk about the players, don't worry. I'm not going to sit here talking too long about the game because there's not much to talk about in terms of tactics. I want to talk about the players. I know you want to talk about the players. There's over 120 of you here right now. Get the likes up. Get this as close as you can to 100 likes. Share on your socials. Let people know what's going on here so they can join the great GNA TV community while we're sitting here talking about our problems. Yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about Thomas Tuchel's comments after the game before we do the player ratings. And I'm just about to finish my tea. Life's got so bad today, I had to pour a cup of tea. When do you see me drink a tea? When do you see me drink a tea? When I'm live. That's how much. I needed it. People say dead tactics, and I see it here. But it's more than that. I am fed up of talking about tactics. It's not just tactics, guys. I've explained to you all so many times that it's not just tactics. It is these players. It is these players. These players. They are too inconsistent. They are too inconsistent and they play like they don't give two fucks or that they're on holiday. That is what I am seeing or have been watching the last couple of games. It's not good enough. I don't know where their minds are. They must be in cuckoo land. Yeah, you know, they must be. You know, I'm going to bring that up as well. And also going to bring up that comment from Piers. There's a comment from Piers on the... owner thing. But I didn't want to talk about the owner thing because I'm so fixated on this game. And I want to talk about this game. So I will just quickly bring this up and go back to the game in 2 seconds. So this is some little breaking news with you for regards to the owners. And we'll go back straight to the game. CFC Pies has said the Times can reveal that Todd Bowley's consortium has now been granted a 5-day exclusivity period to fulfill contractual agreements. Jim Ratcliffe has been dismissed by Chelsea and Reign, a source has said. So, Todd Bowley, take your finger out your ass and get this done quickly. I want us to have owners. I want us to have some sort of clarity there. That's one part of our football club that is mucked up at the moment that needs to get sorted. The second part of our football club. Sorry, how many parts are there? It's probably about 4 or 5. The second part of our football club that needs to be sorted after we announced Todd Bowley, which is looking like it's going to be after Jim Ratcliffe has been dismissed anyway. There you go, guys. I'm not going to stick on it too long. The next thing that we need to sort out after we've sorted out this owner is these players. And we're going to quickly look at some quick fire stats for you guys. Quick fire stats. Chelsea had 74% possession in the first half against Everton, but only created one chance. Thomas Tuchel's side failed to have a shot on target. I said in a comment at half-time, can anyone tell me when Pickford had to make a save? And I even looked at the stats at this point. I just went on my eye test. We didn't have one shot. How can you be so north 1 week and have all of them chances against Man United, 21 plus shots at Old Trafford, more than any other team's done in a long time, and then go the complete opposite and have no shots on target? We are such a fucked up, confusing mess. I don't get it. I don't know what these players are doing. And I talk about consistency. That form shows you it in 2 games. These 2 games that we've seen of Chelsea Football Club. These 2 games that we've seen of Chelsea Football Club that's been played. Yeah. Both of them. Both of these games have been a clear clarity of where we are currently at the moment. One side, we create loads, but we can't finish. Today, we're fucking south. We don't have one shot on target in the first half, and we struggle to create. Where is the middle point of all this? Where is the middle point of all this? Can someone explain to me? Where is it? It's the middle point. Big up to Lewis in the house. There is no middle point. That's my point. There's no middle point in the way that we play, man. And I just want this season to go. I want this season to end. I've had enough. Wolves, Leeds, we better get them done. I don't care how we win. I don't care about performances anymore. You go and get them points and make sure we finish in the Champions League. My gosh, you better do that. That is the least that they can do right now. Then we can worry about the final. Actually, we have to worry about the final in between that. Because we've got 2 games after the final, which then we may still need, I don't know, God knows how many points. I want to talk Thomas Tuchel quickly, and then we're going to talk about the players, because that's what we're here to do, talk about the players. Thomas Tuchel's comments, look at this, look. He's going. He is going, I'm telling you. Look, guy's not even sweating. He's not even got a drip on his head because he's not even been training. He's not even been told to just run up the other side of the pitch and warm up. Done. Comprende. Finish. Finito. Gone. Thomas Tuchel on whether Chelsea are at risk of losing in the top 4 race. We are never safe. No matter what race you are in, 4 points from 3 games is not enough. He's right. It's not enough. And the problem we got is we need to put a good little consistent run together. And I don't mean win all 4. I mean just win 2 and draw 1. We still need 7 points to literally solidify our position in the table. Are we going to do that? I don't know. Thomas Tuchel himself a couple months ago said, when he was asked, will Chelsea get a Champions League this season? And he went, yeah, sure. Because there's no reason why we shouldn't. But now these players are putting him in a shit position. Players. I'm not blaming him. All right, we can blame him on other games where he's made the wrong lineup or he's made this and the other. But today's game and the last 2 games that we've dropped, only got 1 point out of 6, Everton and Man United, are on these players. On all of these players. And I've had enough of them all. Tuchel also says that Everton got away with it. When it comes to aggressive tackles, he says Kevin Friend didn't have full control of the game. He denied the fireworks, blah, blah, blah. Listen, Kevin Friend, and I don't even want to go to the ref, because as bad as he was, and I don't think he was great. Yeah, he was blowing left, right and centre for them. The Everton crowd were playing as the 13th man there as well, getting behind their team. They needed them points. They needed that win. They needed that win. Yeah, as much as we can sit there and, point fingers at how bad the ref was, and I get it, Tuchel. but we weren't good enough. We didn't deserve anything. And do you know what's so bad about it all? I'm going to get to it in a second. That's not even what I wanted to get to. I don't even know what that was about. Where is it? Interesting explanation by Tuchel on not using Lukaku because we had to take Georgie off and only had 3 changes. Yeah. So out of them 3 changes, he decides to bring on Kovacic, which kind of makes sense, even though he just got back from injury. And he decides to bring on Ziyech and Pulisic. What are we moaning about? What is wrong with the substitutions that he's made? There's nothing wrong with what he done there. Do you think this guy's saving us? Would he have made the difference? Really? Do you think? Do you think he's done enough to show us that he can make a difference? No, he ain't. No, he ain't. I don't blame Thomas Tuchel. This ain't on Tuchel, but Tuchel needs to come out. He does need to come out and just be honest and just say, look, players are letting me down. Same players, same cycle, same outcome every season. Tuchel has taken us to the ceiling, not the main. That's the case, Bex. You're right. Why does it matter? Why does it matter if Jorginho wasn't on the pitch? I saw people on social media moaning about Jorginho not being on the pitch. Why? What difference would it have made? Did you not watch the first half? Nothing different. Jorginho's not going to change the game. I get why he brought Kovacic on. You know, this sums it up for me. This is what sums it up for me. Frank Lampard, the tactician that everyone slags off and says is absolute shit. Shit with his tactics, shit with this, not good with that. Doesn't know what he's talking about. Lampard said he had no plan to stop Chelsea playing to Mason Mount. So Frank Lampard's basic single tactic of stopping Mason Mount is why we lost today, was why we were so bad today. Because we rely on Mason Mount. Because, look, that's what Lampard did today. We got Kai Havertz there. We got Timo Werner there. You know, we had Reece James there. We had Kovacic. We had Ruben Loftus-Cheek through the midfield. We had a number of players that if Lampard's going to try and eliminate one of them out, could have stepped up. You telling me Lampard out tactically touted Tuchel now? No. That's my point, guys. That is my point. This is not a tactical masterclass. Lampard's saying this is not a tactical masterclass. None of that. It was none, but who? Winter server. I don't care who comes on the pitch. No one's making anything different. People can tell me, oh, he makes the wrong subs. Have you seen our impact from our bench? I don't get this. Why do we always do this? You know, it doesn't matter. Pulisic, Ziyech and Lukaku could have played today. They could have been shit. And because we didn't bring Havertz on, we'd be going, no Havertz. That's why we didn't win. That's why we didn't win. We always try and find a reason to say, oh, if he would have played, maybe we would have won. Why do we do that? Why can't we just sit here and be honest to ourselves and just say that this squad and bench are all inconsistent and not good enough? They're all out of form. They all think they're on holiday. Yeah? I don't know who's told them that we've got third, because they're playing like we've got third. They're playing like we haven't got anything else to play for. We're 3 points away from Arsenal. We're 3 points away from Arsenal. And I'm losing my voice. Wake up! Not you guys. I'm saying Chelsea. Wake up! Wake the fuck up! Wake the fuck up! Let's stop making excuses all the time for players. Everyone's got player agendas all the time. Not about Winter Surfer, by the way. Winter Surfer's not got player agenda. One of the only people I know that hasn't got this. But we all have all these player agendas. Oh, if we would have played Pulisic, he would have done anything. He would have done something different. Hakim Ziyech, yeah, man. You know, he's one of the only ones that's been very good this season. Confident on the pitch, plays very well in the 4. He would have changed that game. Romelu Lukaku, you know, we need goals and we're missing so many chances. This is why we bought him. Let's put him on the pitch. Has this season not showed you anything? Are we going to continue to be this stupid? We're better than this. We are better than this. We deserve better than this. We're Chelsea Football Club. We have high standards. At the moment, Thomas Tuchel is literally draining as much as he can out of these players to get the best out of them. And he's done so fucking well trying to get the best out of some of these players. But I said to you guys, back to when Frank Lampard was here and he got the sack and Tuchel come in. I said to you guys, when Jorginho and Rudiger and all these players look so great, Jorginho, Rudiger, fucking Christensen, even though Lewis is here in the back, all these players that you all sat here and got happy about, yeah, and was saying, oh, see, Tuchel, yeah. I told you, do not get fucking excited because it could have just been a small patch. And it was a small patch when it comes to football in terms. Because now we're seeing that inconsistent that we were seeing before Thomas Tuchel was here under other managers. They're inconsistent.
Which players specifically?
Huh? The
Which players
specifically? All of them. Fucking all of them at the moment. I'm not even sticking up for any of them. I'm just annoyed with any people that stick up for any of them anyway.
Welcome to my world, man. I've been chilling here the last few weeks, but everyone's called me agenda merchants. I've said, man, no, I don't care about any of them. Fuck them all. They're all, other than Silva, Jorginho, Alonso, James, even though he was poor today, but he shouldn't have played 2 games in a week coming back from injury. The rest are all on the beach. And it's an embarrassment from all of them.
I'm asking everyone in the chat this question the same. At least you're here. I can actually hear you. Why are they playing like they're on holiday? Who's told them that we've got third? Why are we playing like we've got third? We haven't. Mm-hmm. Why?
It's a joke.
Point out of 2 games, Lewis. It's not good enough.
We have played the worst Manchester United side and the worst Everton side in Premier League history, and we haven't beaten either of them in 2 games straight. And I mean 2 games back-to-back, and the home and the away fixtures against both of them. It's been an embarrassment.
How can you be, and I was saying this as well, how can you go to Manchester United, have 21 shots at Old Trafford, more than any other team other than barring, I think it was Tottenham and one other team.
Simple. You beat Chelsea. You said I had an agenda when I said Havertz was being poor the last few weeks, and here we are.
But anyway, it's not just him, is it? Yeah, that's just
it's not just him as well, but that's the main reasons for the Man United one. The Everton one, I don't even think is the attack. In all honesty, we just couldn't create chances to save our fucking lives.
Because this is the thing that gets me. People talk about tactics and Tuchel's not doing this and what, right? It can't be, because when you're creating as much as we did at Man United, and can't beat Man United, but then come against Everton and in the first half have 0 shots. There's no in between here. What is that?
Zero penetration, 0 ability to make any forward passes.
So quick. How'd you get that from that? That's like it's been so north and then going so south. There's no balance, man. You know,
Everton had more to fight for us in this game, which is fair enough. But the way we played was an absolute joke. I need to know from Tuchel. I need to know why Jorginho came off at half time, because that was suicidal.
What would he have done?
What do you mean? What difference did it make? We went straight from safe 5-yard passes to Asby trying to make stupid 20-yard passes. Fucking turnover possession all the time.
Jorginho changed this game.
Yes, he did. He had the most kills and 1 more tackles than anyone else in the first half. He was our best player.
Final third, Lewis. This is what people don't understand. It doesn't matter. This is the thing that annoys me. Jorginho there, him playing, that person playing. Doesn't matter. We had 0 shots. Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek were both playing in that first half. They didn't do anything to offer anything moving forward, barring Loftus-Cheek.
For me, it was because Mount, for example, was not in the right positions to receive the ball from the midfield. Why we're asking Kai Havertz to play as a right winger, I'll never know, because he's just not comfortable in that position. But that's obviously Tuchel asking him to play in that position, because he wouldn't roam in those positions by himself, but he's being asked to do it. And it's also just a lack of rotation. Like I said, these 3 up front have been asked the last 3 or 4 games, but yet they get rewarded with starts. And I don't get why. I understood playing them into form, but they don't even rotate properly. And then the substitutions, I thought the substitutions were wank. As soon as we go 1-0 up, what's the point of bringing Pulisic on? What's the point? Ziyech, I could understand, because all we're going to be stuck to doing is making crosses anyway.
I'm sure
At least
Pulisic.
someone decent with a
People
cross.
want him on. Some people say, "No, why do we play Pulisic? We should play him. Why don't we play Ziyech? We should play." I keep telling people, stop saying.
No, but this isn't a problem with Pulisic. It's just we didn't need someone with Pulisic's profile after going 1-0 down and they're going to sit deep. Direct dribbling is not going to help. You're going to need crosses into the box because they're sitting deep. Get Lukaku on, get Ziyech on. I don't even know why Jorginho came off. I still need to find that one out for me. If it's not an injury, it don't make sense.
I don't care about why wasn't he on?
No, because let's be real, the substitutions didn't help.
No,
the
because
setup didn't help.
We ever have an impact from our subs to play at bench? That's what I keep saying to people.
Well, why? Because maybe the substitution, maybe sometimes the substitutions aren't correct.
They're just never correct.
No, they are correct at times. West Ham substitutions won us the game.
He's done for me. He brings Kovacic on to try and push us forward a bit. All right, Kovacic, whatever. He brings Kovacic on.
Kovacic was fine. I just don't think it should have been Jorginho that came off.
He often puts Kovacic on with Ruben because he wants to be more pressive. And I get that, all right? He then throws Pulisic and Ziyech on because Werner and Havertz were fucking ghosts. And we're going to do the player ratings in a second, all right? To try and change the dynamics. But he leaves Havertz as the main focal point up front. He lets Lukaku
shouldn't have.
Without one sweat.
All Havertz looked like he was doing was he was going to get a card sooner or later. Mina had him in his head all match.
My point is, Lewis, and I keep stressing it. I don't look at it and blame tactics anymore or Tuchel.
Well, maybe we should.
I look at the players, my bro. I can't.
But no, I look at the players too, but like sometimes the tactics play a part. Why was Havertz on the right wing for the whole first half?
He was playing at 2, wasn't he? I don't know. He was hanging off the right because he does that. He keeps going deep. I don't know why he keeps going deep.
It's obviously tactical. It's like with Lukaku as well. When we sit there and wonder the whole first half of the season why he's being played like Giroud, when Tuchel literally said he sees him like Giroud when he is nothing like Giroud. Sometimes the manager is culpable, and that doesn't mean we're Tuchel out or anything like that. No chance. But call it what it is. Sometimes the manager needs criticism.
No, I agree. But there is some games that I just feel the players just need to take it. Take that. Because
to me, that's the Manchester United game. The Everton game, we were so bad, but it looked tactical.
Lewis, we always sit here after a loss or a draw, right? And I promise you now, and I'm not just talking about you, I'm talking about on social media and Twitter. The first thing people will blame is, why did he never bring him on? But when that person plays or has been given a chance to play, they do fuck all as well. So
I wanted to change front three. I did not want the same front three.
Why don't we just accept that they're just all inconsistent and they're all out of form and they're all playing?
I've said that they're all consistent and they're all shit for the last how many months?
No, mate, they're fucking pissing me off.
I told you, bro. Other than Mason Mount, who is the best in a bad bunch right now, the rest are all inconsistent as hell.
Yeah, exactly. As much as we can blame Tuchel, I agree to a degree. I ain't putting it on him. I just can't. Not today. These players are, from what I saw today,
players are a disgrace. They've all down tools because they think the season's over and they're looking forward to a meaty FA Cup final against Liverpool.
Lewis, they look like they were playing a pre-season game. They didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Nothing. Like it was like it's like they'd been told that we already got third and there was no pressure. Don't worry, we've got Champions League. That's what it looked like. They have no. Why is it I know that the first 45 minutes, or we know that the first 45 minutes, we ain't going to do fuck all every 45 minutes? But
let's be real. What's the number one thing that has changed? Like, our attack's inconsistent and shit, full stop. Nothing changes. What has changed is our defence, and they're not reliable anymore. Yeah, Rudiger, AC, Azpilicueta all have their heads in Spain.
Yeah, Azpilicueta fucked us.
What it is.
Same bullshit. We always lose games because of our lack of concentration from individual players. It always happens. Winter Surfer, what are you saying?
I'm on one yeah, don't worry. I'll calm down, Lewis. But I will still rant today. But thanks, Jim, for having me on, by the way. Yeah, I'll blame the players. It was shocking, but the manager takes a load for this as well today. I'm sorry, he does. He does. Jem, he doesn't rotate that front three. They played 2.5 games ago. It doesn't. No, Jem, I'm not talking about quality in that. I'm talking about not running these guys into the ground and getting them injured.
Okay. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. And today, Jem, I'm sorry, he should have subbed Kai. Kai had lost it. Yeremina was in his head from the very first minute. Kai was selfish today. He was only concerned with winning the battle with Yeremina. That was all he was concerned with. He was petty, petulant, and wasn't focused in the game.
They all went twice at one point, didn't they? Been kicking off, all of them.
Right. But the thing is, Yeremina got in his head.
That's true.
He won the battle, Jem. I'm not saying the guys coming on are going to do anything different, and also, Jem, I want him to change his formation. We don't have the players to play his formation.
Well, but we can't play a 4. We can't play a 3. I do. Jem,
the 5 at the back is supposed to keep clean sheets.
It's not doing it.
We're not doing it. We're not keeping clean sheets. So what's the point?
It's these fucking players. They're becoming inept.
I
They
know,
can't do anything. They're useless.
The thing is, the manager can listen. I'm not. When I say blame, it's not like 50-50. Tuchel takes a small blame for today.
Performance today.
Performance-wise, that was. I'm done.
It's graceful.
I don't care about the FA Cup final. I'm done. I'm done this season. I'm done. Get the owners in. And you know the question when everyone goes, "Oh, who should we get out?" I'll simplify this and flip it.
Who should we keep?
Only ask yourself, who do you want to keep? Because it's a smaller list in this squad. Yeah, it's a smaller list. As a collective, I hate this squad. I hate these players. As a collective, as individuals, I love, right? Reece James, Mount, stuff like Thiago Silva, Mendy, stuff like that. But as a collective, this is the worst squad in Roman Abramovich's era. Yeah, and I have seen some trash players before this. I've seen Caleb Belarus. Okay, so I know. Okay, but as a collective, they have no balls, no guts, and are bottle jobs.
Yeah, I agree.
They have allowed themselves to be in a top 4 race. This is a disgrace that we're in a top 4 race. An absolute disgrace that they are now. They are letting, and they are letting this man. Because I will praise Thomas Tuchel. How he's got this trash pile in 3rd is
deserves
up on him.
How he took these frauds to a Champions League, I'll never know that. Fuck 3rd.
It is, but these I hate this.
This can we get?
Let's be real. Like, that's cool. But to me, like, off the top of my head, fucking Mendy, Silva, James, Reece, Chilwell. I cannot even believe I'm saying it, but Alonso, Jorginho, and Mount. The rest can all fuck off as far as I'm concerned.
Man. For me, it's even shorter. It's fucking. It could literally be Mendy, Silva, Reece James, Mason Mount for me, and other than that,
big up the comment section for finally realizing everything I said a few weeks ago about Kai Havertz. I told you all it weren't agenda. The guy's inconsistent as fuck, and everyone lets him off because of some clutch goals.
It's okay. He's silky. It's fine.
Yeah, and scored a penalty in the fucking cup final. Great.
Say silky, he gets away with it. Just say silky.
The bad thing is the guys.
I don't rate Alonso. It's just at least Alonso puts everything in for this club. It's more than I can ask for half of these fuckers.
Anyway, let's get into these players because this is what it's built around. I want to quickly fly through these players and that because people saying, drop the link. We want to come in. You will come in. Just let us fly through this. Edouard Mendy, I'm going to be quick because there's not much to say. Could he have saved that goal? Don't blame him for it. Like, I know if Matt's in the chat, do not come in here and start saying if Kepa would didn't go, maybe he would have come out and he might have saved it. If you do that, Matt, I promise you I will kick you. All right, I'm not having it. I'm not in the mood today. So, look, at the end of the day, what do you want to give him? 5? 4? I don't know.
4, he didn't have much to do, but you can see the goal and his distribution was iffy, so 4.
5 for me. 5. I don't think. Yeah. 5. Jonesy with the donation. We've made 14 errors leading to goals in the Premier League since the start of last season. Only Everton 15 have made more errors. I am done. This is what I keep saying to you guys. I said it earlier on. We are individual error FC. We are fucking predictable FC. And we're charity FC all combined into one blimmin' ball. That's what we are. Thanks for the donation, Jonesy. Big up to you, my man. Thank you very much. Wow. Let's move away from it because we've got so many things to talk about. I'm gonna start with this one. He was shit. He really pissed me off today. He was making stupid decisions. His positioning was shit. He got a yellow card. He was, for me, he looked like
first half. He looked like a walk-in red card.
He did. I think I see.
I actually give him credit that he didn't get sent off. It was that bad.
I saw old Rudiger. I'm talking about Rudiger before Thomas Tuchel. Remember that stinky period where he was always decision making.
1920 Rudiger, that was a dark day.
It's not nice to see. And if he's playing like that because he's thinking of Real Madrid, then don't play any more games because I can't.
Grey Wolves Dinner says it perfectly. Give him his shirt number. Drop him a 2.
I'll give him a 2. I'll give him a 2. Fuck it,
Agreed.
2.
Agreed.
Anything else you want to say on him? Because I'm done.
Nah. Good job for not getting sent off.
Yeah, good job.
There we go. The only defender that I thought stepped up again, and he's the player of the season for me. Thiago Silva. He's just a fucking killer, this guy. You know,
he's just surrounded by shit and just players who want to go to Spain. So just give him a 6.
Only one that fucking cares. He's only been here 2 seasons.
Again, shirt number. Give him a 6.
Yeah, 6. I mean, for me,
no one's getting higher than a 6 today. No one.
If I could think of one player that was actually good most of the game, it's Thiago Silva.
No, but like the performance was just so stinky overall. It takes him down, which is a shame. But I can't give anyone a 7 for that game. No. 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, I agree, Lewis.
Daniel's saying we have Banter FC, Arsenal, Bottle Jobs FC, Tottenham, and Chelsea Charity FC. That's London for you at the moment.
Yeah.
It is painful, man. It's painful, man. Big up to you, Daniel, as well. Thank you for the donation.
Yeah, big up, Daniel.
Do you know what? Why I get so angry about it is because I'm just not used to seeing this. Our standards of our football club is nowhere near Everton.
No, my problem isn't that we're just not. It's not even losing well. We're playing like shit.
No, but we're playing like shit and we're losing because of our own self. And this guy,
it's a clear motivational problem, which is the biggest issue for me.
You remember the decline of Ivanovic? I think this is worse.
No, this ain't worse. This ain't worse. 15-16 Ivanovic was just like there was nothing on the right hand side.
Ivanovic is becoming bad, but this is bad.
Can you give him his shirt number but put a minus sign?
He just what was he doing? Why so many?
I don't know what he was doing.
What was he looking for?
I don't know. I think he saw James running and was trying to do a long ball, but I don't know why he was taking so long to do it. That was the thing.
And then the thing, his head was gone as soon as that happened. He made another mistake straight afterwards. He was just trying to bomb forward and try and fix things. And he was making it worse. He give him 0 or 1. It's up to you.
Because I was the one that said if Aspie plays in this team, the only position I want to see him is right centre back, and he's just shitted on me because he's been shit since he's been there.
I want him to go now because I don't want him to damage his reputation.
I don't think he'll damage his reputation.
No.
You can respect when someone's just past it.
I don't want the last thing to remember us him having shit performances.
No, because I use it N'Golo like an example. Like N'Golo's clearly past it, but I don't think it'll ruin his legacy.
Hey, we are so in a rebuild. It's ridiculous. People don't understand how much we need to change, and it's not this much. It's fucking this big, probably bigger.
That's why I said to you, don't do who you want to go, do who you want to keep because it's a shorter list. Players in the squad.
I don't know what to say about it. I'm going to let you rate him because you're probably going to say probably better than me, but I can't.
He didn't really offer that much, but like he still wasn't one of the worst players on the pitch.
He doesn't offer it.
I think it was just. Can I be honest with you? I think it was a normal Marco Alonso performance where it was he wasn't being roasted on the wing, but he didn't offer it. He was just there. He just took up a space. I mean, he had that thing. He would have got an assist for Kovacic if he'd scored. But apart from that, I can't. He didn't really offer anything. He didn't really do himself. He didn't really do what he's been doing last few games, getting in the box like he usually does. He didn't do that today.
He said here, like Lord Zola said it. He's white. I'm sorry, I am done with Alonso. I don't want him here.
I'm done. But I just, you know what? Ironically for him, he wasn't outstanding in terms of like how bad he usually is. Do you know what I mean? He was just.
I'm gonna give him. I don't care. These guys rate him. I'm not even giving him any.
I'd give him a shirt number again because I think it's correct. Like he didn't do much wrong in a terrible performance, but like he didn't stand out for me. So
when you critique Alonso, what's your expectations of him? Because if they are higher,
my expectations of Alonso are very low, which is why I don't think
are not to make a mistake.
But can you see when I say? Can you see when I say about the standards of that?
I saw worse crossing coming from the right than the left.
Jim, I totally agree. That's why I don't like critiquing Alonso, because there's no point. He is bad.
I just give him a 3. Just a 3.
Give him a 3. I don't. Yeah, 3.
Just because he scores and pops up with an assist, he shouldn't even be there still. Why the fuck has the ball not replaced him?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they view him as a fan favourite, because this dumbass fan base had to hold my tongue.
I'll start this one. I thought he had a shit game.
Yep.
Same.
I thought he made his crossing was poo. He made the wrong decisions when he had the ball. And it was just a very unusual, weird Reece James performance.
The problem is he's just come back from injury and you've made him play 120 minutes in 4 days. I didn't want him to play this, in all honesty, but I got we had to, because we're so shit up top. We have to rely on him.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you want to give him? Because
Can you put a decimal point in between the 2 and the 4?
Between the 2 and the 4, yeah.
No, let's. And I want any Liverpool fans listening to this. This is how you critique your right back.
Exactly.
He doesn't play well. Yeah. Okay. Don't look for any other excuse from any players. Reece James, to his high standards, which he set himself and us, from especially even the previous game, he was not good today at all. Very poor distribution.
Mm-hmm.
He was just crossing it in. He didn't look to see what was there. And his passing was poor as well. So he wasn't.
Did it feel to you like they were just giving Lampard these points? I felt like watching him sometimes. Giving it. We said it on the preview.
No, like Jorginho, Alonso, and Rudiger playing, I expect them to play out their skin. Only Jorginho did, and even he didn't play out of his skin.
When Trent drops a stinker for you guys, all you do is defend it. Yeah, you don't criticize it. All right, at least us Chelsea fans criticize.
They defend better than Trent actually defends. It's all mad.
Anyway, do you want to rate Jorginho quickly? I mean, he played half a game.
Listen, I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, 45 minutes. So I'd give him a 5, but he didn't do anything wrong. Shouldn't have come off unless he was injured. I don't understand why Tuchel brought him off.
If he's injured, then I understand why Tuchel's taking him off. But if he's not,
then it just killed us. Absolutely killed us.
On the flip side, second half, Mateo Kovacic come on the pitch again. 5. He didn't do much.
I thought he did. Yeah. I thought he progressed the ball well at times, but he got affected by the other shit around him. Essentially,
he came on at the wrong time. As soon as we conceded the goal, the game was dead, dead in the water. So there wasn't much he could do. So I'll give him a 5.
Yeah. Again, I don't want to rate. I just want to get to the forwards personally.
The forwards is going to be very easy. I'm giving them all the same rating.
I want to go to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. What do you think, guys? I mean, I think the first half he made a couple of good darting runs where he sort of looked like the old Ruben. Second half, he kind of fizzed out.
This was so confusing in the Chelsea community. People said he was the best player.
Why is he still at Fulham?
I thought he was. I agree. He made a couple of runs. He had that shot in the second half, but he was pedestrian walking around for most of this game. But he's not a 6. How
many times have I said it?
I know. I'm going to give him a 4.
I'm going to give him a 4. I don't think he was better than Jorginho and Kovacic, but he wasn't terrible.
So at least he blimmin' drove at them when into the spaces and tried to make something happen.
He just didn't.
But I still saw a few sloppy moments from him. I'll be honest. I'll just say 4.
I think
4, 5. I'm not even going to rate him. I'm saving my energy right now. Rebuilding myself. Let's get into it. Let me just stretch. All right.
This will be so easy.
Let's start with money.
0.
Go on.
There was no connection between the midfield and the attack because this guy wasn't in the right positions. Barely found a player with the ball. Just poor. 0.
0 for Mason Mount. Wow.
I'm giving them all 0s. Spoiler alert, but you're not getting anything higher from me.
What are you saying?
Oh God, I can't remember a standout thing that he did in this game.
0. Exactly. And you got to remember, the attack barely ever received the ball, so they didn't have a chance to do anything for the limited amount of time they had. So 0.
Pressing the ball when he did get it.
No. To be honest, he had a few decent moments in the midfield third. I'll give him a 1.
I'm going to give him a 1. I'm going to give him a 2. I'm just giving him a 2.
I thought again he was non-existent, wasteful on the ball, ran around. Do you know when he has a bad game, he just runs around like a headless chicken?
Yeah,
he actually doesn't do much with that running around. He's just running around like that. That is what he was doing. Look, I know I saw I saw a certain individual on Twitter saying that he was the best player on the team and bringing up the stats of the game. This is getting ridiculous.
But no agendas, right, Jim? No agendas, right?
It's just not good. It's just not good enough. Like, we need to criticise our players, and Mason Mount was not at it today. And we'll move for Mason Mount because there's even more shit to go through. All right. Do you want to talk about Ghost 1? Because he's been Ghost the last 2 games.
Again, 0, Roadrunner, did nothing.
I'm sorry, I don't like to say I told you so, but that 3-game pipe, everyone was going, oh, let's give him another season. I said to you, watch.
No way people fell for that.
Yeah, he did. They fell for
it. This fan base needs fucking...
Listen, or is it because this pitch was too small for him to run on? You know, what is the excuse going to be? Listen, he's just... Jem, I'm going to leave it because my critique of him is the same as Alonso. I don't expect much from this guy whatsoever. I'm going to give him take a 1 off that, take a 1 off the 11, and that's what he is.
Yeah. Big up to Mo in the chat as well. Thank you, my man. Look, he did not have a good game. He was ghosted. You know what I mean? He was as bad as all of them. But again, did he really receive anything from anyone? No, because there was no service. Let's be serious. There was nothing whatsoever played to him. So how can you get someone like Timo Werner involved in the game if you're not going to feed him? There was one time where I can't remember who it was. He was running off the left, and he was. It was like it was on the break. It was one of these like limited breaks that we had, and the decision to make the pass sideways rather than playing through, and I was just like.
Well, that was a Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the first.
Yeah, I was like, "What are we doing?" Like, don't get me wrong, he had a stinky game, but if you're going to actually see anything from him, it's them little moments. You know what I mean? Like when he's running that goal.
That's your ass ain't black. What are you doing?
So I would give him. Fator's here. Kiss my ass.
If it's black, you need a wash. That's what you need.
was whatever you want to give him 1, 2, 0. I don't care. I just again not good enough. Inconsistent and not good enough for this football club. I was going to kick Lukaku, but the guy didn't sweat today, did he? So
He did about as much as the rest of our attackers.
What do you want to say about this guy? And I hate criticising him because I fucking love him as well. But it's
let's be real though, Meaty. Like I've always said,
I'm going to say this. I think his performance today was one of the most selfish performances of a Chelsea player I've seen. He was all about himself today. All about, like I said, all about his battle with
diving as well.
Yeah, all about
this guy, man. He's on the floor more than fucking Morata.
We saw him, man.
He got a shirt number and everything.
Yaramina was in his head, and he lost that battle. And all he could think about was getting even with Yaramina, not thinking about the team, all he's doing was thinking about himself. He was selfish today, and I don't care how old he is, 22 or whatever. He was selfish. He gets a 0 for me.
It's not even the age; it's the price tag. This guy is a £72 million signing, and he's been outscored for goals and assists by fucking Lacazette the last 2 years.
He's pathetic today.
I'm not here. I can't hear like people cussing out Lukaku and then trying to tell me to back Havertz, or when they use the same excuse for him as they use for Werner. It's just work rate, running around and creating movement. I want output from my attackers.
He didn't even do that today. He didn't even do that, the movement or anything like that.
We have no output. Everyone in this attack to me gets a 0. Every single one of them.
It's very clear with Kai Havertz, and I agree with what you were saying, but I do agree that, like, in terms of Kai Havertz, I just feel like he's out of form, and it's clear he's out of form. Like he's
not there. Out of form though, because he's been like this all season.
No, let me explain. He's not been like this all season. That's not true.
First half of the season, what did he do?
Well, he was in and out, and he had COVID again. So
why was he in and out? Because he couldn't hold down his spot, and then Lukaku was injured in October. He had an extended run in the side and did the square root of fuck all.
Yeah, fine. But listen, what I'm trying to say to you is that he is out of form and he isn't playing well. When Kai Havertz seems to be out of form and not playing well, it's usually because he does the opposite of what he's good at doing, which is goading.
To be honest, I don't think he's out of form. I think this is his level right now. Because the only form we've seen was around the February to March period, and that was it.
Whether you think he's in or out of form, let's just judge today's performance. It was terrible.
He's not good. It wasn't good. It was good. We've seen Kai Havertz in glimpses of what he can offer, and he's very, very good. Let's not lie. Let's not act like he's
in glimpses. I've seen glimpses of what Timo Werner can offer.
No, he's not at that level. No, I'm not. No, don't do that.
No. Be real with me. Like, let's be real. The guy's finishing, we have said for the last 2 seasons, is too weak, and he never puts his foot through the ball.
Because we're asking him to.
His passing is good. His heading has been overrated, if we're being completely honest. He drops to the floor half the time when he's in a 50-50, loses the ball in turnovers all the time, and can't take on a man.
I think
it's just movement.
I think this.
Other than the first 2 touches,
he's technically very good.
I think this is it. I'm at a point with Kai that next season is it.
The pressure's on.
Yeah, I'm the same with you. I'm not saying sell him, even though I'd sell off the whole attack. But next season, if it's the same old, get rid.
None of this second half nonsense either. From day one, you're playing.
Yeah, none of this second half of the season bullshit, because I was waiting for it now, and he hasn't turned up the whole month.
It's not protecting Kai Havertz for me. He doesn't go like all the other ones that are currently here. I think we really need to bring context to the fact that we have Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, and Lukaku here that are meant to be in their primes, and they're still not doing it. And they're meant to be your experienced players in the team. And yet we've got a 22-year-old that we're relying on to score these goals, which he didn't do. All right, he scored goals at Leverkusen. Yeah. He's not a fucking out-and-out number 9, and we're trying to force him into that. We brought Lukaku in to eliminate that, and we've been let down by that. And we find ourselves in the same fucking position as we was last year. Until we find someone that can play with him, and they actually build some chemistry together, we're going to have the same shit with Havertz, which means...
this is the thing for me, like, I agree that we can also judge this next season after a complete overhaul of the squad. But that overall has to happen. But we can't wait like 3-4 years in the whole...
No, I agree.
The pressure work next season, it has to be done.
Lewis, we need better profile, versatile, more like the players around.
Well, overall, including in the position that Havertz is in right now. Yeah. The only problem is I'll call for Lukaku because the form ain't working, and he'll come on. He won't do anything either. So I'm just with you where I'm like, well, what do we do? What do we do?
I think Kai finds himself in a very similar position as Firmino at Liverpool, where he needs 2 either side who are exceptional. I think he's that type of player. Do you know what I mean? In terms of, I don't think he's an out-and-out number 9. We're trying to turn him into it. Yeah. If we get the type of wide or inside forwards that are like that, then you might see a different Kai in itself. And that's why I'm willing to go one more season. But it has to be from day one. Yeah,
the lamppost is so incapable that we've reverted back to forcing this kid to try and fucking be the main person. I agree that he deserves to get the stick because he hasn't been good. I agree. I'm not sticking up. People in the chat think I'm sticking up for him. It's not the case. It's just that we need... I agree with the Surfer. He needs players around him up front of him that maybe score more goals than him. And if he's assisting more and contributing to more here and there, maybe he's goal level will get better once he's around the 2 that are actually mixing better with him in terms of chemistry. We've got so many people inconsistent around him as well, along with himself. It doesn't work, and that's why we're getting found out. So I don't know.
What he needs to also do, learn from today's game, is not to get wound up so much.
Yeah, too easy. It's become like that a bit, isn't it?
Everyone's going to see that now. Everyone's going to see that now and try and wind him up. This is
I think because he knows he ain't having a good game, I think he's reacting as well.
Jared Mina as well. It wasn't like Van Dijk or something like that.
Well, we tended to headbutt him, didn't he? Like that.
Exactly, yeah.
But let's talk about the super subs, because apparently if we bought Pulisic and Ziyech and Lukaku, we'd have won that 4-0, guys. So
the problem is we went 1-0 down as soon as him and Pulisic came on, so they both get zeros.
Where was the impact? Where's the impact? I want impact.
There wasn't going to be any impact because as soon as we conceded that goal... Right, well, the substitutions weren't correct, so they weren't going to give us that impact.
To not have an impact, just play the same way. It's got to be something different.
There was not going to be any impact when the starting 11 weren't giving you anything, and the substitutions were put in a position where they couldn't impact the game.
But that's what I said to you earlier.
That is incapable of providing an impact. That's the truth.
But that's what
there wasn't going to be any impact at 1-0 down, though. As soon as we went 1-0 down, we could have done anything, and we still would have lost.
Yes, it's what I said to you guys earlier. It's like you can have impact if the manager's willing to change things, not only the subs, but maybe a little tactic change or a formation change just to try and get us in the game. It was basically like for like all the subs in terms of the positions.
There's no change.
Exactly.
It was no change at all. So Everton didn't have to change their game plan. The simple game plan that they had, they didn't have to change it at all.
If it was Ziyech and Lukaku, you might have seen something different. Because then you have Ziyech's crosses and you have Lukaku, who's at least a focal point that you can put the ball into. Pulisic was not going to do anything in that situation. And that's not a criticism of Pulisic. It's just as soon as they're going to sit deep, put 11 men behind the ball, Pulisic is a direct dribbler. He's not going to be able to play at his potential.
Fuck's sake, Fatal. Ziyech and Pulisic are only worth bringing on when we already won 1-0 up. I get
It was a pointless sub when we were 1-0 down.
Yeah, but the thing is, what do? You got a forward line that ain't off, pretty much ghosting anyway. You need to.
Ziyech comes on and Lukaku, not Pulisic.
Lukaku came on against Man United and he ghosted. All he done was sweat, walking around.
But there was a different setting. United was a much more open game than Everton,
and he still didn't fucking get a goal.
Right, and I get that, but his job would have been a lot more simpler with the Everton game.
I think he should have bought Lukaku on just because Kai was just out of it.
I don't think he likes Lukaku. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's fine. Listen, Jim, I know that, but sometimes all players and managers, some of them get along. You've got to do your job. Do you know what I mean? It was like, if it wasn't Lukaku, fine. But I think he should have taken Kai off nonetheless, no matter who he brought him on for, because Kai was gone. He was mentally out of it. He was gone.
Protect these kneecaps for the Italian return. # no job. Go on. Almost forgot. Happy Eid, bro.
Happy Eid Mubarak to everyone.
Big up to you. I'll put the link in the chat, guys. You can come in. I'm tired. I'll get bored of. Anyway,
please let us be bought this week because I can't wait 6 days until the Wolves game and have to think about this game.
I'm just interested to see what
I'm glad we got 6 days so they can't piss me off in my midweek as well. I get a bit of a break from all of these bums.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got do you know what's so mad, right? Our last 4 games, 3 of them are at home and 1 of them's away, and our fucking home form is shit.
Yeah, Wolves haven't won in 3 games, so we already know what's happening when they come to the break.
Charity FC.
Yeah,
Jimenez has scored in 5 games.
And Leeds are in a relegation battle as well. So
hey, Jem, you remember after the United game, we were like, hey, we're most likely going to draw or lose to Everton. And then they came out and lost to Everton. Listen, let me be very, very blunt, because like I hear all this talk about managers, I hear all this talk about subs. Like, let's call it what it is. Half, not a third, not like 2 or 3 players. Half of these players are bottle job fucking wankers in honor of the illustrious and infamous DT.
Facts.
This shit is ridiculous.
Tell him again.
How are you telling me? And I'm going to address every part. The subs, the defense, the attack. The defense, I see people going in on the defense. We have 3 fucking center backs with their heads in Spain. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? People were going in on AC about him fucking having his head in the clouds.
Yeah,
I see Aspie. No, listen, as they should. But I see.
To be fair, that might be why we
didn't
keep a clean sheet.
You fucking dickhead, Moose. I see Aspie's head in the clouds. I see Rudiger's head in the clouds.
Yeah,
I see fucking AC's head in the clouds. The only defender I see worth their fucking salt is Thiago Silva, El Monstro. I fucking look. And I give Chalobah respect, but he's not playing to Thiago Silva's level. That's all I'm saying. I'm just being honest.
That's why next season we bring back Levi Colwill.
Oh no, yeah, no. That's a whole
league. He's gonna win us the league, Levi Colwill. Yeah, he's the man. I forgot about that.
No.
Of course he will.
You know what? I'm here for it. Fuck it. I don't care.
For it, but we're not going to be moved anyway.
Let me just say something. I've spoken to coaches at Cobham, and they've said he's a better defender than John Terry.
Are you Nathaniel? Where's your sources?
No, W.
I said it is.
Shit, Nathaniel got caught, maybe.
What do you mean?
No,
it's not Nathaniel.
Kick him.
No, that's W, bro. That ain't Nathaniel.
No, I said it's Nathaniel comment. That was.
You do. I know you misheard them then say at the same age, not overall. That's what you missed them out saying, didn't you? There's no way Colwill is better than John Terry. Maybe at the same age they're trying to say that.
Yeah.
But not. So please make sure you say that, because then when you don't say that, people are going to think you're stupid. Saying overall.
Yeah. But listen. No one with half a brain would say that.
How was the under 11s game?
Yeah, man. Like I said, the intensity was so much better, man. Like I said, let me finish, man. There's a couple players in that team that we should look out for.
Or do you
And
mean
how long
protect
before
them?
they finish their GCSEs
You mean
first?
protect them?
Wait, they'll be in
No,
year
fuck
7, right?
that. Fuck that. We're trolling too much. Shit needs to be said. Hold on,
That's
time
what
out.
I look at.
Really quickly. Shit needs to be said.
Yeah.
Half of these players are not good enough to wear a Chelsea shirt. I'm tired of the defense. I'm tired of the player agendas. I'm tired of all this shit. Listen, we
Tell
need
me
to
about
call it what it was. There was 3 fucking managers that have seen the same group or major group of players. And under 3 fucking managers, these players have folded. Only Ruben Loftus-Cheek and fucking Conte in midfield under Sarri were fucking nasty. I'm never going to write them off under Sarri. We go into Lampard, our midfield was shit. We go into fucking Tuchel. Tuchel patches up the midfield and the defense so we look like we have a good midfield and defense, and then now it's falling back apart again. You saw the same fucking bitch-ass mistakes you saw in Rudiger today. That was Rudiger. Lewis said it perfectly. Fucking 2019-2020 season.
I said
My
it.
God. My God.
Oh, man.
No, listen. And then this is what I'm saying, and I'm going to address the Tuchel stuff. This is to Lewis and Winter Circle. You say Tuchel should have shifted the formation and the tactics, right? Here's my issue. You go look at Liverpool. There are times they get stopped. There's times it's 0-0 against Villarreal in the Champions League final. You make a sub, those subs affect the fucking game. Not because Klopp told them to shift into a fucking 4-2-2. Not because Klopp said, okay, have the midfield tuck in and have the wing backs go inverted. No, because the subs come on and change the fucking game. We don't have anyone in our forward line to change the fucking game. Not a single consistent player in our forward line can change the game.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you, man, about Harvey Vale from the start of the season.
Huh?
I was telling you guys about Harvey Vale from the start of the season, man.
Do you know that's fine. That's fine. I understand.
Damn it, listen, I can't take the trolling
I'm
seriously right now. We lost to fucking Everton.
We lost to fucking
To
Frank
Arsenal
Lampard.
at
That's what
home.
We
Why the fuck are you playing around? It's disgraceful. It's a fucking disgrace.
I've had
As
a
it-
Zubi, that's why.
As it feels to lose to Frank Lampard, apparently the tactical disaster class Frank
Bro,
Lampard.
I trolled a United fan for this shit. I said, how could you lose to fat fucking Frank?
Callie, 1 second. He even came out after the game and said the only thing we planned to do was to stop Mason Mount getting the ball.
They didn't need to because when he got the ball,
At least we made Lampard happy.
That's the only tactic he had. And we
He gave Lampard 3 points in it, man.
Come on.
He didn't even need to do that because when he got the ball, he didn't distribute it properly.
At least
Like
I would-
everyone else.
You guys think this shit is funny. You guys don't realize we can get out of the top
It
4
is funny.
fucking around.
And the only thing I
It's not,
can
it won't be
laugh-
funny we get out of the top
I get
4.
pissed off at these
That's when that
overpriced,
shit's not funny now, is it?
overrated bunch of frauds. If I'm
Yes.
being really
Have
honest.
the Chelsea women scored yet?
Yes, they have. Yeah.
Yes, they had. The Chelsea. Listen, unlike the men, the Chelsea women are winning the title this
You
year.
know you're going to
Big
get
up the
goals
Chelsea
from the Chelsea
women.
women's team.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna
The
get
Chelsea
goals.
women's team sick, bro. Don't compare them to this.
That attack is
That's
crazy.
right.
No. Hey, just take a few seconds to say big up the Chelsea women's team. They're gonna win the title this year. That's a real
Right,
fucking
fuck off,
example of how to
men's
lead a
FA
good
Cup
team.
final,
Emma
go to the
Hayes,
Women's Cup final.
all the
proud of
respect
the
to
team
Emma
after that.
Hayes.
Chelsea
Look at
men's
that
team is
picture,
the
big
worst
ball.
team at Chelsea.
Imagine
Frankie Lampard. Super.
Super Frankie Lamb.
imagine him sitting at home, right? Imagine him sitting at home. Smile.
Super Frankie Lampard.
Hey, imagine him sitting. Lewis, 1 second.
Lewis,
Tammy in attack.
Sitting at
Tammy
home
in the back. We're gonna win the
Let
Champions
Jem
League.
speak.
after beating Chelsea, he's sitting there like that with that smile, just going, super Frank. And they got rid of me. And
But for me, I don't think the results too bad, man. I'm just looking forward to the FA Cup.
What?
Why?
Why?
Please go look at the Premier League
We're
table.
not playing for anything. Like,
What do
Go
you
look
mean?
at the Premier
We're
League
in a
table.
top 4 race.
Oh,
We're in a top 4 race.
do people think we've got
We haven't got
fucking
third.
Champions League football right
No,
now?
but Jem, that's the shit I'm talking about. Everyone's
It's not
taking it
us.
like a joke. The players are taking it like a joke. The fans are, bro, we could be fifth.
Players
We're
are
not
saying-
going to be like
We haven't got fucking third. We're 3 points away from Arsenal. We've got 4 games left. We need 7 points. Why are we playing like we're on holiday? Someone answer me that question.
I'm waiting.
holiday.
They are
Yeah.
on holiday.
Hyde
That's
Park
the
420.
issue.
Why are they
And-
playing like they're on holiday? Oh, they are on holiday. Whatever.
Because
Why?
they're overpriced, overpaid, overrated frauds.
Hey, say it again for
the
the
thing is,
people with the
Rob, man, I
hearing
think-
deficiencies, please, bro. It's crazy.
Overpriced, overrated, overhyped,
What is
frauds.
The
All
thing
of
with
them.
Thomas Tuchel, I don't get as well. Like, this guy was watching the Chelsea under-18s the other week, but he doesn't like to include any of them in the squad. Like, what is the
No,
point?
He's not going to include them
We're
at
not
the
gonna
end of the
include
season
them.
and risk injury.
Exactly.
He's
We're
going
not
to
going
wait.
include them.
What is the
Yeah,
point of
it's-
watching?
Come on, man.
Because
We got
oh
to no,
my
but
God.
be realistic. He's not going to go take a bunch of fucking under 18s or a bunch of under 21s, pluck them
Maybe-
out of the squad, and say, "Come in for the last 3 games of Chelsea." And if they get injured, that's
How
on
do you know?
him.
How do you know? How do you know?
Poku, maybe he was
What do you
looking
mean?
to
How do
see-
I know? Because
hang on.
oh
hang
my
on.
god, I'm gonna lose my.
Maybe he was looking to see who's going to take on the summer tour. Have you ever thought of that?
After
Because he usually
pre-season.
take a few youngsters on the pre-season
Guys,
tour. don't
clearly he has to wait for the
Come on.
ownership to get wrapped up. After the
For
ownership
Christ's
gets
sake.
wrapped up, he goes to have a conversation. He tells you who he wants back from the loans, who he wants from the fucking academy, and who he wants overseas. He's not going to do none of that shit right now because we don't have a fucking owner.
Guys, let me go to Eric Blue because he hasn't said anything yet. Eric, what are you saying?
Big up, Jem. Big up to
Hey,
panel.
Robert.
Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, look, that was embarrassing. That was absolutely embarrassing. That was a disgusting performance. I don't know why I keep persisting with these guys. You know, do I have to? You know, why do I have to put myself through that? Do I have to keep watching? Honestly, I had to stop watching the game. I didn't watch the last few minutes of the match. I was just doing something. I was listening in the background. I couldn't because I knew that Chelsea weren't going to do anything in the game. I didn't expect a goal. People were the commentators were trying to make it look as if this is some kind of edgy situation. Oh, you know, this is so nervy, this is so tense. I'm like, no, Everton have this, you know. They've gotten the 3 points. I already knew it. So it's just a very sad situation. Why the players are playing like this, I have no idea. I don't know what is going on in their heads. They think that it's so. We are 3 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal have won more games than us this season. Is that? I think that's correct. Arsenal have won 20 games. And Chelsea have won 19 still. So I don't know what these players are doing. I don't have a clue why, you know, they just can't get it together. And
I know what they're doing.
Wait, just to make sure, Arsenal won 2-1, right?
Yes.
So that means
Yeah.
Arsenal as a club have more Premier League wins than Chelsea as of today. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Fucking bottle job.
Just to ask, Eric and Nick aren't related, are they?
no.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Just
They
had
got
to-
blue.
We're
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blues,
I
that's-
tried to double checking that.
Yeah, it's a Chelsea thing.
Ah,
No, look. Yeah, I can't say too much about these. Honestly, I can't say some of the things I want to say about these players. But let's just let's try and salvage something. You know, the FA Cup final. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't watch the game. Maybe I should just spare myself the the embarrassment. But,
They owe us that, mate. If they're playing on holiday in these games, I expect them to turn up for that game. I tell you.
No, they will turn up in the FA Cup. Whether we lose or win, they will.
Yeah, they're better.
That's what we do.
They will.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Look, the rest of the games, honestly, like what game is Chelsea going to win for the rest of the season? I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Leicester?
Because yeah, maybe Leicester. I think we can beat Leicester, but anything else, I can't say. Man.
Wait, Eric Blue, would you agree? At our best, it's crazy to even say this. At our best, we can go toe to toe with Liverpool and City. At our worst, we can't beat Everton. What the fuck?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, man. This team literally doesn't make any sense. Like
This team's mentality is this.
It's a
This
joke.
team's mentality is this. They love being the underdogs, this team. If they're favourites, they hate it.
Oh yeah, they
hate it. They love being the underdogs. So I wouldn't be surprised in the FA Cup they do turn up because they'll be we're underdogs.
No, but what did you just say? That's the point I'm trying to say, and that's half of the team. Bottle jobs, weak mentality,
It's not half the team, it's
fuck
all the
boys, whatever you want to call it.
It's like that, though. We've always been like that. It's not just under Tuchel. We've always done that. When we're in a position to capitalise, we always fuck it up. I've noticed. We just don't like the pressure. It's weird. Like
We don't. If we're favourites, we weren't. Look at this, right? We weren't favourites in that second leg against Real Madrid. What happened? We turned up.
Yeah, it's true.
We turned up. We were favourites in the first leg, if you remember. What happened? We bottled it.
Yeah, and then we go from underdogs, play like that. Yeah. If we'd have done that in the first game, we would have won like.
Look at the League Cup.
Midgets,
Look at the League Cup final. We're underdogs in that. We turn up. We didn't win, but we turned up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So they love it.
Yeah. Nick Blue, what are you saying?
You're on mute, bro.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed. I don't know what to say. I'm disgusted like everyone. What a performance. When it was 1-0, and there was about 10-15 minutes to go, I knew, even if we equalised, I was still going to be feeling the same, because the draw wasn't enough. We had to win. The draw wasn't no good today. Not for, playing against Everton or dying, playing for their lives. And they showed spirit. I told everyone, if you remember Eric Blue, what I said last night, I said Everton are going to turn up. And if we ain't on it, we're going to lose. Yeah, that's what happened. I blame Tuchel a lot today. Why keep playing the Three Musketeers every fucking game? Sorry, I forgot. I swear. Yeah.
How is so doing that?
Yeah, why play the same three? When the last 4 games have been terrible. Not just
Everyone's been terrible.
Alon's out of sync. Why out of sync?
Ridiculous, He's just not on it. You touch him and he falls away. He chances against United today. And why is he playing him today?
Yeah, you're right.
Tuchel is wrong today. He's trying to. All right, I see Tuchel's point. Play with the same team, try and get chemistry with the same players, but it hasn't happened. It's not just against United. Before United, same issue. Since that great performance, we've shown the complete opposite. We've been absolute rubbish. I can't blame one single player, because everyone was rubbish. Every single player, didn't deserve to. Silva. I can't blame Silva today. He can't.
We can blame Rudiger. He was shit.
Yeah, Rudiger today for some reason, but that because the team wasn't. Is it not Rudiger or anyone? You can't blame Rudiger.
No. But
he
Nick,
wasn't. Wait a minute. No, yeah, he can't blame one single player. They were all rubbish. Kovacic, at least he tried when he came on. At least he tried.
But Nick, that's what I'm saying. How can you blame Tuchel when it doesn't matter who we have starting or benched? They're all been shit in the front line.
Yes.
Hang on. I need to address this. Sorry, Nick. I need to address what Kelly said. Sorry, Tim. You can blame Tuchel. He's had over a year with these guys, and his training, whatever he's doing to train them, is not working. So why isn't he changing that? Why isn't he changing that?
But no.
He's already said it. He's already said it in the post-match press conference.
Let him finish.
Hang on. Sorry. Listen, I do believe some of them are crap, but we're talking about 6 players here. Let's say 5, because Lukaku's only been there for. Let's say 5 players that he's had for over a year that he can't get a tune out of, whatever combination. Okay, and you can go, well, they're not his players. He's managed them for over a year. They are his players now. Yep. This week, he needs to. Him himself. He's becoming too stubborn now in his tactics and his formation.
May I answer you though, Winter Surfer?
Last year we talked about his brilliant, his tactical flexibility. He's not showing that in the last few months. He's been very stubborn in his team selections and his tactics, and
that's why we can't.
I don't know if it's all on top of him now. That his personal and his professional life is now just too smashed together.
No.
He's just trying
to hold on, because
Tuchel's a great manager. I love him. I wouldn't have anyone.
I don't want him out. I want him to stay, of course.
We called him out, but he got it wrong today, and he got it wrong against United.
No, he did not get it wrong against United. No.
Nah, United. That was poor.
Nick, hold on. Because let me just answer Winter Surfer, and I'm gonna let you go because I don't want to cut you off.
It was the players.
This is my thing.
It was the players.
Okay, first to you saying about it was United. Tuchel coached a fucking 4-1 at United. Our players couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. I'm not having that for United. For Everton, you can say he got it wrong. But my issue is whether you had swapped out the front 3 for Lukaku, Ziyech, and the rest, nothing would have changed.
In the first half, we should have dropped them at half-time. We should have been winning 4-0 at half-time. And because he kept the same players, we go on and get it.
But the thing with the front three is that
one second, W. 1 second. Answer this for me. Very simple. Through this point this season, can you name me one time, or at least I can't remember one time where we've gone and looked at the bench, made the substitutions, and it's worked, and they've come on and made an impact? Because I can't remember.
I think Pulisic. Yeah, that was the only time, really. You're right.
So,
a lot more was in the first half of the season, to be honest. We have questioned it for a while.
Listen, I'm sorry. I've seen Tuchel use too many formations, too many subs, too many different starting threes, too many fucking... You guys can't say Tuchel... The reason you're seeing Tuchel being stubborn, air quotes, is because he's fucking fed up, and I don't blame him. He's at the point, he's like, I've tried so many different tactics, and none of it is working. So fuck it. And I'm not going to speak against that.
That's the thing. That's the thing, though, right? If you rate them or not, right? He's not showing what he did before. He's not showing against last season. When we run the front three wasn't playing well. Whoever's eating, can you put yourself on mute, please? Because it's disgusting. Yeah, can you put yourself on mute? Cheers, thank you. Disgusting. He took Tammy off twice at half time when it wasn't working. Yeah. So don't tell me he can't do it or anything like that. He put whoever on to replace him because one of the front three wasn't working well. Today, Kai. I don't believe the title. I'll say it again. I don't believe he was tired today because he had loads of energy to battle Yaramina off the ball and all that. He was gone and he didn't make the.
He is tired, man. Do you know how I know Havertz is tired?
Right.
When he came off,
he ain't tired.
Let me finish. Let me finish, man.
Tuchel got it wrong. You have to admit it. When he gets it wrong, you have to say the truth.
Oh, he didn't get it wrong for me.
For me, the thing with the attack, man, they're just all so predictable. You all know what you need to do. Like, I think you need to just tell these guys to do different things, man. Like,
do you think he's not doing? Oh my god!
Where Thomas Tuchel's got it wrong this season for me in games is where we've looked at the lineup and straight
bringing on Hakim Ziyech to do what?
We've already noticed that he's done A, B, C, and D. A good example.
He's always in the corners left.
1 second, W. Fuck me. 2 seconds, bro. 2 seconds. Let me just finish what I'm saying. A good example is the Arsenal game. Right? What did he do in that Arsenal game? He made too many different changes to the team, which has ended up us losing that game. Now, I agree that he sometimes made substitutions late because we've had these discussions on it where we're like, why has he left it so long? He should have done that. I get that. My problem is that the players that the bunch or group of players that we currently have at this team, are not only one inconsistent because they've shown us that, is that they can't actually perform to the levels that's required this season. And do you know why that's the case? And this is the truth. This is why I blame the players more. It's because they're all limited in their own ability because they can't adapt themselves. Why is it that Hakim Ziyech only plays well on a 4 and he doesn't play in the 3? When's the last time we see Hakim Ziyech coming on a 3? He's not played for 7 or 8, 9 games.
Jen, even so, they were under 2 different managers.
Wait a second, 1 second, Kelly. Right, I'm just going to fly through this. Romelu Lukaku, right, was given how many games where he was played, and he tried to play him into form. And not only did he play him in a 3, he played him in a 4. He tried different ways of trying to get the best out of this player, and they shat on him, right? Because why? Because they just can't adapt to what he's asking them to do. And I'll tell you what it is. His systems require energy. Yeah, you have to be quick at shutting down. You have to all go together. You have to win the ball quickly. And when you win the ball, you have to be quick with it. The problem we've got is that our midfield, and this is why we need to sort it, and there is other areas we've got to sort. When we transition, we are too slow with the ball. And that, for me, is actually because of the personnel, partly to the personnel. The players in the team are too slow at transitioning. The other issue we got is our forward line are all inconsistent. They're all up and down. They choose when they want to play well, and then they're shit. Now, if you're Thomas Tuchel and you're managing all of that shit, how are you knowing what's your best 11? How are you knowing who to play, what to play? He doesn't know his best 11 now.
Preach.
Like the same 3, Werner, Havertz, and whatever for the last 3 games. Yeah, and
he will never know his first 11. That's the problem. The season's finished.
Season, they were all inconsistent, and this is the problem he's got. He can't just keep throwing in a player and hoping and that and switching into that and that because it ends up never working for him. We don't ever see the patch.
Jim, that's hang on. That's what his subs were today.
Players.
That's what his subs were today. He just threw them on. There was no tactical change or anything. These were like for like subs.
Yeah.
He didn't change anything.
But the problem is
whatsoever.
None of the front line can break down a low block.
We don't need to play a back five against Everton.
When we play a 4, it doesn't work either. What do you? Brentford, we got Brentford. We got slapped 4-1.
That's one game.
Oh my God!
The back five is not keeping clean sheets.
Exactly.
So what does it matter if you're
Listen. I hear what you're saying about shifting it from a back 5 only because it's not keeping clean sheets. But when we have shifted to a back 4, it has worked even less. We've shipped more goals and scored less. So what's the point? That's all I want to know. What's the point?
I'd rather see him change and do something. He doesn't change anything. It's not like.
But Winter Surfer, this is what I'm saying. Why are you going to try something you've already seen not work? That's like not changing. In Tuchel's mind, I don't blame him if he's like, I'm getting to the summer and we need to get people up.
Or is our team one-dimensional though?
His job is to not be one-dimensional.
Exactly.
Getting told,
too predictable.
Tuchel's one of the best managers in the world. Then fucking prove it. Stop doing the same formation and putting like for like. This is exactly what Sarri did.
Listen, you're giving him a double-edged sword. He changes it, it doesn't work. Then he changed it and he fucked up. He doesn't change it. Listen. This is what I'm saying. You say that now, he's gonna change something next game because this has been a cycle all season. He will change something. We're gonna win a game. Everyone's gonna go, see, he should have changed it before. We're gonna go to the next game. We're gonna lose or draw. Then everyone's going to have a hissy fit and say, why did he change it? Why did he change the starting 11? And then we're going to do the same song and dance up until the FA Cup.
We can't change. Do you know what we actually can't change? And it goes back to what I keep saying about inconsistency. What Tuchel can't actually control is when he picks the 11 and they go on that pitch, it's being able to pick the ball and do a basic 1-2 pass quickly.
A 1-2 pass.
But this is how I've got to simplify it for people, right? When you get in front of goal and you have fucking 20 shots and only 5 on target, but at least if one of them 5 on target goes in, make sure it goes in the back of the net. Yeah. He can't full stand to do that.
So how are you supposed to compensate as his mistake as well?
That's what I was going to say. He can't force. He can't sit there and be blamed for Azpilicueta or Mendy against Real Madrid doing something stupid where their brain switches off for a second. These are things that are on the fucking players, and that's the problem. It's becoming more apparent now. They keep doing it. They're shitting on him, and as much as I know he gets it wrong, and he does sometimes get it wrong in substitutions or whatever. For me, in this game, they're not. For me, I'm seeing that they're just good enough.
This summer with the new owners, I want him to put his foot down and stop being polite and say to these new owners, I want this. This is my top 2 for each position that I want. You have to get these
people out.
Like Declan Rice.
Top 2 people. Not the third, not the price, whatever. I need these.
So Declan Rice.
And I understand.
Oh my God, let him speak.
No. Lily, I understand. Get Declan Rice is fine. The player is fine. It's the price of Declan Rice. Exactly. It's not going to happen. But he needs to put his foot down and say, for us to compete, and I understand it's going to take us 2 or 3 seasons possibly.
100%.
To get everything done.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Help me. I need help. I need just competent. I'm not talking world class. I just need competent backup, left back, and right back. We've
got that.
Wait, to say to Winter Surfer's point, listen, people act as if we had Pepper Klopp, like they would be working better miracles and winning the league with this team. You're not winning the league with this team. This needs to be like people need to get this through your head. Put the best manager in the world, whoever you think it is, in our club. We're still not winning the league with these lies because the players don't have the mentality. It's that simple.
Pep would have left this club.
I'm sorry, there's no way in hell that he's sitting there watching them play that slow. I mean, we saw it today for 45 minutes, that slow and being happy with it. There is no way. Not from what I've seen last season.
Wait. Hold on, real quick.
Can tell this is not...
in the first half when he was going mental over like a throw-in or something, I don't believe he was going mental over that throw-in. I believe he was taking his frustrations out on the floor. He was going like that. He was going like that to the 4th official. I believe
he was just pissed off.
He was just letting go.
Listen, and someone said this in the chat, and I want to address this. Tuchel did not get lucky in the UCO. He beat every team up until that end final convincingly and
There
thoroughly. There was no what
Yes, there
luck?
was.
What luck?
Tuchel, can I just say something quickly? Tuchel isn't a predictable manager. I don't agree with that at all.
But in
What
Dortmund,
luck?
it's like
Hold on, no, please say what luck?
He's not
Every
someone
cup
who
run
you're
is
like, oh
luck.
yeah, we know what he's gonna do. You know, we can.
Oh, you guys are one of those. Jesus.
1 second, guys. Let Eric go. 1 second, go.
Yeah, the team is predictable. It's obvious. The way we play, the players we have, they keep doing the same predictable things, and it keeps
Exactly.
not working. It's not about Tuchel and his tactics. We've seen his tactics before from last season. So we know that Tuchel is a top manager. Okay, maybe he can improve some things. He's made some mistakes, but the main problem is the players. It's obvious to me.
Yeah, I agree. Like when Tuchel was at Dortmund, like his attack was very scary. Like Pulisic, Dembele, Aubameyang, that front three was scary. I think if you just give Tuchel the players he wants, I think he can do.
Of course he can.
I just want to say well done to the Chelsea women who are flying at the top of the league at the moment as well.
Wait.
One game away.
Gem.
Yeah.
Just because someone commented with my name. To Big Ron, you said, how can players have the mentality for the Champions League and not the league? Because the league is a 38-game season and requires more consistency than having that same mentality in the Champions League. That doesn't make it luck. If your players perform every game and go through to the final, that's not luck. It means you deserve that. Luck is us against Bayern in 2012. That's luck. That's luck.
I just think that the players that he's had,
luck is Pep not playing a DM against
the players that he took on last season and then to this point now. I feel he got them playing to a level that I even think in themselves they just over exceeded in their own potential.
I agree.
Now we're starting to see that inconsistent patch that we all kind of knew was there under Lampard, under Sarri. Then moments of just inconsistency, and that for me just tells me they're not bad.
The Chelsea women.
They're not bad players. They're just not your best 11 players that you can rely on to go into a season to go and win a Premier League against.
I think our experience
need to be better.
I think our experience is letting us down too. Like people like Rudiger, Aspie, like you should look to these people to drag us. Making the mistakes they're doing is crazy, man.
Let's see what Prime. Are you going to talk? You're just going to sit there with a picture of Fat
Frank? You think he talks?
Literally, you just sat there.
I was on my screen for 3 hours earlier and didn't say a word.
Well, what's he doing then? Prime, if you're not going to say anything, then
because he's mad at Lampard.
He just wants to
Prime, how you gonna come in here with Fat Frank is still a bum? Damn, bro. Damn.
He just beat us. I called him a bum. We lost to him. Jesus Christ.
Daniel, what you saying, man? How you doing?
I've had enough of this team.
Yes.
To be fair, I just don't want to talk about them.
No, let it out. It's not good for you. Trust me, therapy. Let it out, man. Let it out.
Hey, Daniel, what did you think you were coming onto this stream for?
Yeah, honestly, mate.
We are 3 points. We are 3 points above the worst Arsenal team I have ever seen.
Nah, it's not the worst Arsenal team.
It is.
It's not the worst Arsenal team.
It's not. It's not. The one with what year was it that they finished 6th and 8th? That's the worst Arsenal team you've ever seen. The fucking Bellerin and fucking what is this guy? That team was shit.
I'm getting to the point now where I think there's not much more to just stop talking Chelsea. I've got a headache. I'm bored of talking about it now.
I want to see.
Wait. Just what's our next game? Someone tell me our next Premier League game.
Our next game is. What is it?
To be honest, I'm not even looking forward to the game this week. I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange coming up.
Hey, say it again for the people in the back, bro. Doctor Strange.
Wait a sec. Are we playing on the weekend next week, or is it week?
Wait. I hear people saying Wolves home or away. Oh, it's home. It's home.
Week break.
We drew 0-0 away.
We drew 0-0 away. It's charity FC time, baby. It's charity FC time.
Guys, 1 second. Are you telling me that we've got a whole week's break now? It means player has to ball for 1 week.
We do. Yeah.
Oh wow, this could be the change, guys. Maybe they will come back. So we can't use the excuse that they're tired now, right? Because
you can
they'll probably get 2 days off, right, Jim?
Yeah, but you train twice a week.
Yeah, but then but training and
No,
playing.
listen. They have a full week to prepare for this game. There are zero excuses against Wolves. I don't care who starts. I don't care who's on the bench. Either side of the team should be taking care of Wolves at home. If we come back at a draw or a loss, we need serious talks. Like serious talks.
Another match reaction where we've lost. I swear, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it anymore. Like,
no, you have to. It's the therapy,
I don't
Jem.
know what to say anymore. I repeat myself, same things. Yeah, what I'm going to be doing is saying exactly the fucking end of the season until it fucking finishes and we get to the final. Anyway, I've had enough. It's winding me up again. I need to get off.
Just run, if we lose the Wolves, just run this stream again, but dub the name Everton or Wolves.
Change the thumbnail. Change
the you'll be going, I can't believe we lost to Wolves. You know?
Oh shit!
Then you can have the time off.
I have to waste my hours talking about it. Yeah.
Wait, Jem. To everyone in the stream, like go from Jem onwards by the boxes. To be clear, if Chelsea finish below Arsenal, is it a disgrace?
I'll do this.
No, is it a disgrace? Is it a disgrace? It's a simple question.
If we get top four, it doesn't really mean anything.
No, I don't give a fuck. I said if we finish under Arsenal, is it a disgrace? It's a simple question.
We're not here at the end of it. You know that. I'm telling you now.
W. That what you just said is a problem with some fans in this fan base.
Yeah,
it will mean a difference because
let's be real.
We shouldn't be in. I'm not talking about title race, but we shouldn't be in the top four race.
Yeah, but
we
my
should
point
wrap this up weeks ago.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
We are still the third best team in this league.
My point is, unless you finish third, like second, third, fourth, don't really mean anything.
I know what you mean in that regard, but listen, this is the thing.
Apparently, Arsenal's having a bad season, and then
yes. Our team is miles better than Arsenal's team. We should not.
I don't agree with that.
What?
We got smacked by them. We ain't better than that.
Exactly.
Got smacked.
Oh no! Yeah, I thought you were so for that. That's what.
Anyway, guys, big up everyone. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to take a rest, I think, as it's a week. Not for the week, but I'll make a show like I always do. Probably owners, because apparently Todd Bowley's got 5 days to tie up his Chelsea.
Yeah, it's more or less done. Bowley's a new owner.
Turbo team, oh baby.
Why did that don't fall through? Jim Ratcliffe's apparently been kicked out by Reign and Chelsea now as well.
It's only Bowley. We have a new owner.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it on a bright note. There isn't one. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Super Frankie, baby. Super Frankie, whoa.
See more of this shit, but 10 times worse. See you later, guys. Take care.
Oh, balls.
Balls. Literally.
That's Tuchel. Let's let that sink in.
Still re-sign AC.
Chelsea.